Hello and welcome back to Nagasaki. Today we're building the other side of that river from 2 episodes ago. Let's hit the intro. And we're back. Like I said just now, we're building the other side of that little river that we did a couple of episodes ago. I was right, 2 episodes. But hey, we're building the other side now, and again, I spent time doing that bit at the bottom, which has changed. So I won't really say too much about that, but I really enjoyed this side. I got to play with levels and different types of buildings, and I did build a building for here, but that's already released. But I'll put a link in the description. It's a little like apartment building because I couldn't find one that actually fit the aesthetic I wanted to go for at the top. So as always, at the beginning of any episode I do at the beginning by a river, yeah, I'm getting into it early, messing up my words. That's why you all come here, right? As I do anytime I start building a river, I'm starting by putting down the walls and terraforming nodes, and yeah, it's not that fun. But you know what? I need to do it. It has to get done, and later on, the whole area just pops. It works, and again, as I said a couple of episodes ago, this bit down in the middle here, this river area, I absolutely love it. It just looks so cool. I just love it. I really do. I don't know why. I just do. It looks amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason why, but I really do like it. And I just love looking at it. And every time I save my game, I always save it around that area. So when I load in, that's the first thing I see. Because all my mods for visuals turn on when you load back in. They're never turned off. They always turn on. So I can see it in all its glory. And I've usually got sun positioned with sun rays coming in. And it just looks lovely. And yeah, it's probably the first time in a long time I've been really that happy with something so basic and simple. But it looks amazing. So anyway, as I say always, back to the build. What am I doing on screen? As I mentioned, I'm just putting stuff down. There's not really a lot going on here. So while I do this, a few bits of housekeeping, as they tell you at work. Don't forget to throw your rubbish in the bin. While I'm just doing this, just go through a few little bits here. Yes, I absolutely love doing this build. I'm really enjoying it, but just so everyone knows, I might not be able to get an episode out every single week. It takes a lot of effort to do these. There is so much I'm doing. The detailing is huge, and there is a lot of random custom buildings I'm making which take time. I've got a big one coming up that has taken me over 2 weeks. I've been working on it now, and I'm still nowhere near it. So it does take time. So I apologize if I miss a week because of it, but it's worth it. At least I think it is. And I hope you enjoy it, but for the moment, there's an episode up now, so enjoy it, and I'll come back later. Right, the roads are down. I'm just fine tuning them now, putting in little bits and bobs before I get into the actual main build itself. So just to let you know, there is a lot of things I do skip in this episode because it's already half an hour long. Sorry, I do apologize, but they are long videos, some of these, and a lot of it's repetitive. It's just more buildings being put down. So I show you the stuff that I really put a lot of effort and work into. There is a build at the end in the cinematics that I don't show you on video, and it's for a good reason, and you'll see that at the end. You may have already seen it on my Twitter, but you know, it's kind of cool and I really like it. This area here that I'm doing now, I don't know what this is, like an office building. So it's, again, a lot of custom work to try and get it to fit and look nice. And it's got this road next to it, as you can see, that kind of curves. And that goes up a slope. I know, right? A slope. And it's gone up a slope and the road's not been ruined. For some reason that work seems to happen in this game where you put a slope up for the road and you lose texture on the road for some reason. I don't know why, but I managed to do it on this one and I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, me. There's going to be some cool stuff on there which you'll see in a bit, but with what I'm doing now, I'm just detailing up this area, putting some planters down, building a wall around it. These walls are amazing, by the way. They just really are. They fit so amazingly, and you know what, I couldn't have asked for a better one. They just literally were like, wow, these are perfect. They fit. They're amazing. So I went with them. I never looked back, to be honest with you. And I used them several times throughout this whole build, so this is really cool. And yeah, so just detailing up this area now. I'm going to put some bike parking in. Again, it's Japan, there's lots of bikes everywhere. And yeah, hope you enjoy. One thing I love about working with different levels is this. So I got to do this really cool little shrine up here. There's loads of those in Japan. They're kind of tucked away a little bit. So I built this like little temple within this sort of like slightly raised area, and it was so much fun to do because I could build up this section here so it's flat, but on the other side it's going down, and it was so cool. And it looked absolutely amazing. It was so much fun to make. I really loved it. And I'm going to do lots of this in this build because there's tons of it, especially as I get towards the outside of the city area. There's so much more of them. And you know what? I love working at levels. I really do. I remember watching Strict Toaster's Nidal and watching him do it, and it was so much fun. I attempted it then, and that was a while ago. And I mean, this was back when that series was, you know, coming out once a week, and I was watching them, and so I attempted to do it then, and I was rubbish, absolutely terrible at it. Couldn't get my head around it, couldn't really do it. I was still quite a novice to this game. I still am. I don't think I'm an expert at this at all. I think I'm still quite, you know, in a learning state, still figuring it out, but I tried it then, couldn't really do it, and now, you know, I'm doing it all the time in this, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've come up with a better idea, a better solution for it, and yeah, it's amazing. And also, bring Strict Toaster back. Your stuff is amazing. Come back. So this is my favourite build so far in this city, and there's one reason why. I finally get to use my fences and gates. Oh yes, I made them a while ago. They've been on my Patreon for a while. They will be coming out soon, probably with the release of this video, because that's my MO. But I finally got to use them, and you know what? I'm really happy with the way they turned out. They look so cool. They're really easy to mess about with on PO if you need to, and resize. They are designed that way, so yeah, enjoy them. I'm going to release them with this video. I've decided now, that's what I'm doing. They're coming out with this video. Enjoy them, because I do. And I got to play with them a lot here, and I absolutely love them. And yeah, it's so cool to be able to actually see them in game, because I made them and then never really used them. I had a plan originally, and then that all went to, yeah, it didn't go very well. So I couldn't use them, but I've got to use them now. And I'm repeating myself, but yeah, I'm excited. I get overly excited and get a little giddy, and I have to pause it while I go wee and all that cool stuff. No, I don't do that. I'm cool. I'm calm and centered. I'm not. I'm insane, and anyone who's watched my videos before will tell you I'm mental and I talk a lot of rubbish. Grass and details and foliage and decals and stuff. That's what's happening now. Shh, just watch the show. And that's the other building, just there to the left or to the top now, depending on where I've put the camera. Now it's on the right. It's all around. That's the other building that I released with this episode, and I built especially for this. I released it before actually, sorry, not with this episode, it's already out. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't record myself doing it. You can tell me off in the comments, but yeah, it looked really cool. And it fits there, and you'll see it in cinematics anyway, so I will show you it, but yeah, it looks really cool. Now, I'm just building up the area around it. We've got some schools in this area. I've put several schools down here. You've got this one, you've got like a high school type thing, or secondary schools, called in England, and England. But I'm from England and I can't even speak English. You know, what's wrong with me? Anyway, so yeah, I put that down, so you won't see the second one because you'll see me detail this one. Focus up, boy, focus up. I just deleted that car park. Why, you ask? Well, I put the car park down there originally so I can just get the scale of the area. The car park doesn't fit my design that I'm going for, so I end up taking it out and putting down extra parking spaces, and yes, that does get me closer, ever so close to that building limit, which I'm sure I'm going to hit in this game, that one and the node limit. So anyone wants to increase them and improve them like you did with that lovely prop limit, thank you for that, by the way. Please take a look, because it would help me out a lot here, and I'm sure it would help out a lot of people who really want to keep series of Skylines videos going even longer and longer and longer. So yeah, that's definitely something I would ask for. Probably won't get it, but I'm going to ask for it, because you don't ask, you don't know. So this is the last little build for this episode, and apologies, my voice keeps going. This is like the 4th video I've recorded today, so I apologize, non-stop, and I'm talking a lot more than I usually do as well, which can be a good or a bad thing, depending on which way you want to look at it. I see it's a good thing. Anyway, this is the last little build I do here. This house is kind of, it's like risen off the ground, artificially, so the ground isn't underneath it, and there seems to be like this road that goes underneath it. It's like, it looks like a garage from the outside. It's got a garage door, but it just goes to a big car park behind it. I don't know why. I don't question these things, I just build them. But it looks really cool. And it fits the area so well. Again, I use these little, like markers as it were. They're actually parking bays. Just to kind of work out where it's going to lay. They do get deleted and there they go now. They get deleted and they're gone. Just like that. Snap Thanos style. Yeah, I'm just going to detail up this area now, and then that's going to be it for the video, I'm afraid. I do apologise. It's a long one again, but in fact it's one of the longest ones I've done. But there is a lot going on in this episode, absolute lot, and there's a lot I've cut out. As you can see, there's empty gaps everywhere, and they're full by the time the cinematics come around. So, you know, I do apologise for the length of it. I do apologise for having to move stuff, but unfortunately I had to make sacrifices. Sacrifices had to be made. But I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved doing this whole section, and still it's such a nice area. It's next to that river, which is my favourite bit. So in conclusion, this is also one of my favourite areas. Until I build something else I like even more. But if you've enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below. I love reading them and replying. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, as always. And you know, if you visit me all the time and you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. All my links in the description below. Enjoy the rest of your day.